Time to take out your cocktail set. Here are some tips of the most popular cocktails you can make. These classic drinks are what keep people coming back as the cocktail culture evolves and more creativity occurs. These drinks are perfect for guests at parties and dinners, and they're just crowd pleasers. Drinks International annual list of the world's best-selling drinks, as well as their top 100 most popular bartenders, was released in January. Despite the fact that there are several recipes with a twist, the top 10 list demonstrates that our old favorites are still on top of the game. Today we're going to see the top 10 most popular cocktails in the world. And before starting this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more life tips. Number 10. Aperol Spritz. A Spritz Veneziano or Aperol Spritz, also known simply as a Spritz, is an Italian wine-based cocktail popular as an aperitif in northeast Italy. Prosecco, Aperol, and soda water make up this cocktail. Despite dropping one spot, the Aperol Spritz is still in the top 10. The Barbieri brothers invented this aperitif-style cocktail in the 1900s, with Aperol, Prosecco, and a splash of soda. Its name is derived from Aperol, an Italian slang term for aperitif, and an orange slice. The drink is served in an ice-filled glass, and the drink is made up of 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts Aperol, a dash of soda water, and an orange slice for garnish. Number 9. Mojito. The Mojito is a classic Cuban highball with white rum, sugarcane juice, lime juice, soda water, and mint, often used in the cocktail. The Mojito's soft citrusy and herbaceous mint flavors are meant to complement the rum, and it's become a classic summer drink. New lime juice is mixed with sugarcane juice and mint leaves to make a Mojito. A muddler is used to gently mash the mixture. The mint leaves should only be scratched, non-torn, to release the essential oils. Then rum is added and the mixture is stirred briefly to remove the sugar and raise the mint leaves from the bottom for a more attractive appearance. Finally, crushed ice and sparkling soda water are added to the cocktail. The bottle is garnished with mint leaves and lime wedges. This Cuban classic proves that it never goes out of style. It's a top 10 cocktail in roughly 30% of surveyed bars. Number 8. Manhattan. Sleek, stylish, and elegant. With a Manhattan, you can't go wrong. It'll make you feel like you're in New York no matter where you are. The Manhattan is a bourbon, sweet vermouth, and bitters cocktail. Although rye is the traditional whiskey of choice, Canadian whiskey, bourbon, blended whiskey, and Tennessee whiskey are also common. Traditionally, the drink is stirred, then strained into a cocktail glass and garnished with a maraschino cherry. In a lowball glass, a Manhattan can also be served on the rocks. According to legend, a bartender at a bar in Broadway near Houston Street invented it in the 1860s. Number 7. Margarita. A margarita is a drink made with tequila, orange liqueur, and lime juice, and it's usually served with salt on the glass's rim. This drink can be enjoyed with or without ice, shaken with ice on the rocks, mixed with ice as a frozen margarita, or without ice, the no-ice margarita straight up. While a margarita can now be served in a variety of glasses, from cocktail and wine glasses to pint glasses and even large schooners, the drink is typically served in a margarita glass, which is a stepped diameter version of a cocktail glass or a champagne coupe. Despite its popularity as a Cinco de Mayo staple, the margarita has deep roots as a classic cocktail. Margarita is a retro term for a sour that uses a liqueur as a sweetener. And number 6, Espresso Martini. A cold coffee-flavored cocktail made from vodka, espresso coffee, coffee liqueur, and sugar syrup. It's not a true martini since it does not contain gin or vermouth, but it is one of several drinks with the word martini in their names. Vodka, sugar syrup, Kahlua, Tia Maria, and fresh espresso coffee were used in this original recipe. This drink evolved over time, resulting in the classic cocktail we know today: vodka, Kahlua, and freshly brewed espresso coffee, garnished with whole coffee beans. Dick Bradsell was confronted by a young woman in a club in London in the late 1980s who wanted a drink that would wake her up and then her up. As a result, this cocktail with 2 kicks was made. Number 5. Whiskey Sour. A whiskey sour is a blended drink made with whiskey, usually bourbon, lemon juice, sugar, and a splash of egg white or cocktail foamer, if desired. It's also known as a Boston sour because of the egg white. A New York sour is a cocktail with a few bar spoons of full-bodied red wine floating on top. It's shaken and served over ice or straight up. Half an orange slice and a maraschino cherry are the usual garnishes. Limon de Pica is included in the original edition. The Ward 8, which is mostly made with bourbon or rye whiskey and contains both lemon and orange juices as well as grenadine syrup as a sweetener, is a variation of the whiskey sour. Other whiskey sours which use egg white but are not normally the case. Number 4. Dry Martini. The martini cocktail, also known as a dry martini, is the cocktail par excellence. It is the forefather of all so-called martinis, including the vodka-tini, apple martini, sweet martini, and espresso martini, to name a few. It is said that the dry martini is the acid test of any bartender because it is where you can see the artist's talent, sensitivity, and touch, but it's also the acid test of any cocktail connoisseur. The martini is a cocktail made with 6 parts gin and 1 part vermouth, served with an olive or lemon twist as a garnish. The martini has become one of the most well-known blended alcoholic drinks over time. Martini is unquestionably the king of cocktails, elegant, straightforward, and probably the barometer on which all cocktail establishments are judged. Number 3. Daiquiri. Daiquiris are traditional rum cocktails made with 3 main ingredients: rum, citrus juice, which is usually lime, and a sweetener to achieve the perfect combination of sweet and sour. They're typically served without ice in a cocktail glass. Daiquiris are available in a variety of flavors ranging from strawberry to avocado, but the most simple and original is the classic daiquiri. The recipe for this fun little number, which is Cuban in origin, calls for white rum, lime juice, and sugar syrup, and it's always shaken before serving. Number 2. The Negroni. The Negroni is a traditional Italian cocktail made with 1 part gin, 1 part rosso vermouth, and 1 part Campari, served with orange peel as a garnish. It is served as an aperitif. A Negroni is typically stirred and not shaken, and served over ice in an old-fashioned or rocks bottle, garnished with an orange slice. For the 6th year in a row, this cocktail comes in 2nd place. It's one of the easiest to make at home, which is probably why it's so popular. It's also one of the top 3 drinks served in 42% of the bars surveyed. Combine Campari, sweet vermouth, and gin in a cocktail shaker. And number 1. Old Fashioned. The Old Fashioned is a cocktail made by combining sugar, bitter, and water in a muddle, then adding bourbon or less generally brandy and garnishing it with an orange slice or zest and a cocktail cherry. It's usually served in a rocks glass, also known as an old-fashioned glass, which predates the cocktail. The Old Fashioned isn't going anywhere anytime soon. For the past 6 years, this timeless classic has reigned supreme. This American whiskey cocktail is the most popular in about 35% of all bars polled. Traditionally, the drink is made with bourbon or rye whiskey, 1 sugar cube, and an orange slice, as well as a cocktail cherry. It is an IBA official cocktail that was created in the 19th century and given its name in the 1880s. And that's a wrap for the top 10 most popular cocktails in the world. We hope you enjoyed this video. What's your favorite drink? Have you tried any of the cocktails on this list before? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more future life tips. See you in the next video.